Interesting hippo facts. Mighty hippos, they are hippos, only seem to be such clumsy bumpkins. In fact, these huge animals have a quick temper and are very dangerous, especially if someone has the imprudence to disturb them. On the other hand, hippos themselves do not harm anyone, they only protect themselves and their territory, which is steadily shrinking due to the expansion of human civilization. Hippos are large land mammals that spend most of their time in lakes, ponds, mud pits, or slow-flowing rivers. The two main requirements of a hippopotamus are deep enough water to dive in and a good supply of pasture nearby. The Latin name for the hippo is hippopotamus, which means river horse. The skin of hippos secretes a reddish, oily fluid. This fact gave rise to the myth of the bloody sweat of these animals. In fact, this is the secret that protects the sensitive skin of hippos from sunlight, moisturizes it and protects it from parasites. An adult hippo needs to surface every 3 to 5 minutes to keep breathing. The process of surfacing and breathing in a hippopotamus is instinctive, therefore, even in a dream, it will emerge to take in air without even waking up. Hippos are only territorial in water. Conception and childbirth also take place in water. The weight of a newborn hippopotamus is approximately 45 kilograms. The female produces offspring once every 2 years. Despite their short legs, hippos run better than humans. For short distances, they can reach speeds of up to 30 km/h. Hippopotamuses can walk up to 10 kilometers a day in search of pastures. Every night they graze 4 to 5 hours and consume up to 68 kilograms of grass. Hippos are very aggressive and are considered the most dangerous animals in Africa. Nevertheless, often in case of danger, they prefer to retreat into the water. The closest relatives of hippos are whales. The separation between the species occurred about 55 million years ago. The global population of hippos is declining every year. In the African country of Sudan, hippos are considered creatures of evil, and therefore the locals are afraid of them and bypass them. There are pygmy hippos in the world, which are 12 to 15 times inferior to their full-sized counterparts. True, they still weigh about 200 kilograms. Hippos have stronger teeth than any other living creature on Earth. Once upon a time, pygmy hippos were found on the Mediterranean islands, in particular, in Cyprus, but they died out there a long time ago. Hippo meat is quite edible. Moreover, paleontologists have established that the ancestors of modern humans hunted them for meat several million years ago. Despite the fact that hippopotamuses spend most of their lives in the water, they only eat vegetation that grows on land, but they do not eat aquatic plants. An enraged hippopotamus is able to develop tremendous speed, so even a professional athlete will not be able to escape from it. The only living creature in the world that poses a threat to an adult hippo is a person. The skin of hippopotamuses is unique in that it secretes a special enzyme that helps to disinfect wounds. An excellent natural mechanism, considering that hippos often fight and inflict more or less serious wounds on each other. Hippos often ravage the fields in the countryside. In ancient Egypt, it was they, and not locusts, that were considered the scourge of the fields. In the stomach of an adult hippopotamus, up to 200 kilograms of digestible food can be simultaneously located. Some tribes in Africa make dentures from hippopotamus teeth. Although hippos are always fiercely protective of their own offspring, they can easily kill other people's cubs. The skin of an adult hippopotamus weighs up to 500 kilograms, which is up to 1/8 of the mass of its entire body. In Africa, hippos kill more people than crocodiles. Despite the fact that hippos constantly eat when possible, if necessary, they can go without food for 15 to 20 days. Hunting for hippos is officially banned in all countries, but some African tribes, leading a lifestyle close to the primitive, continue to hunt them. The skin of these animals reaches 3.5 to 4 centimeters in thickness. In well-fed hippos, the stomach sags, so much that when walking it can touch the ground. Their life expectancy can reach approximately 50 years. Hippos, on occasion, do not mind eating a gaping antelope or even a crocodile. Their skin is tougher than that of any other animal. She's even tougher than an elephant. Older individuals often starve to death after their teeth are completely worn down, and they can no longer grind plant food. Hippos grow throughout their lives. Hippos usually wait out the heat of the day in the water, and go out to graze on land at night. If an adult hippopotamus opens its mouth, the distance from its upper to lower jaw can reach 1.5 meters. Its eyes are located on the top of its head, so the hippopotamus can submerge most of its body underwater and still see what is happening above the water. A transparent membrane closes and protects his eyes, allowing him to see perfectly in the water. The nostrils are also located at the top of the snout, so the animal can stay underwater while still breathing and sniffing the air. When a hippopotamus dives, its nostrils close to keep water out. The hippo breeding season begins during the dry season, so most births occur during the wettest time of the year. The gestation period for such a large mammal is only 8 months, slightly less than the gestation period for a human, but a baby hippopotamus is about 10 times the size of a human baby. Mothers breastfeed their young, even underwater, for about 8 months. After weaning, the young remain with their mothers until about 7 to 8 years of age. Animal tusks are more valuable than elephant tusks because they do not turn yellowish over time. Hippos have rather poor eyesight, but excellent hearing. And in the water they hear no worse than on land. Hippos live only in fresh water. The length of these animals is from 3.3 to 5.2 meters, the tail is about 56 centimeters in size, and the average shoulder height is 1.5 meters. The large fangs of hippos constantly grow throughout their lives. An adult hippopotamus can weigh over 4 tons. Some African tribes treat the skin of hippopotamuses in such a way that after that it is used for polishing diamonds. But this is a long process, and it takes up to 5 or 6 years. Hippos, when immersed in water, tightly close their nostrils. Proportionately, the head of the hippopotamus is one of the largest heads in the world. Hippos can make sounds both above water and underwater. The older the female or male, the more weight they have. Fights between them are very brutal, but rarely end in death. Please write what animals would you like to see more. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and like.